This one may drive me the battiest of the batty, all right? There's this whole big premise right here about personal branding. Who's gone to like a talk or seen a talk on personal branding, right? It fucking drives me nuts. One of my pet peeves is the phrase personal branding. I hate it because it's this idea that you can polish something and suddenly you're going to stand out. But the reality of it is that personal branding does not necessarily get us what we want. Instead, you want to find ways that you can amplify your voice. On this recent talk I gave, I talk about the difference between personal branding and voice amplification and why people like Sheryl Sandberg don't believe in the concept that we are brands. Instead, they believe that we are voices. Check it out. So you do not want to build your personal brand for a whole bunch of reasons, but the least of which is because it actually doesn't help. So there's a study that was put together to look at the value of your reputation based on how much you share on social media. All right, so take that you are an average sharer of social media and you start to share more. All right, what do you believe happens to your reputation as you share more? So you're an average sharer, you share more. What happens to your reputation? How does it go? Does it increase, decrease? What do you think happens?
Depends on what you're sharing.
Yeah, sort of. It actually doesn't depend on what you're sharing. It depends on who you are. I'll tell you this in a second. But on average, what happens is your reputation goes down exponentially the more you share for the average person. So this idea of like, just share more, it's wrong. Now, there is an exception to this one that I'll tell you about. And that is for people that had a creation event, the more they shared, it went up. Now, why? Why is that? Well, the problem is that humans are not brands. We're not brands in that like the more you share, the wittier you can be, more like Wendy's. What we do have though is we have what's called a voice. So if you have something to say, to your point about sort of sharing, it's not what you share, it's that people believe you have expertise and depth behind you when you share. So the powerful thing is not to go out and share more, it's if you have something in some ways that shows you're an expert, that you have depth, then share, and that will help build your reputation. But again, people who just share more, it actually harms them. So don't build your personal brand.